least 6 more classified documents have been found at President Biden's Delaware home. The DOJ conducted a 13-hour search there yesterday. We're just now finding out about this, by the way. Why? The documents date back to his time as vice president and even from his years in the Senate. But the Biden administration has insisted he takes this very seriously, and there's nothing to worry about. We'll discuss it. Joining me now, radio host Tony Katz and former Biden surrogate Kevin Wallen. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining the program. Kevin, I want you to listen to this soundbite from KGP real quick. Let's play it.
Did you not know on Friday that those documents had been found when you were at the podium, or are you being directed by someone to not be forthcoming on this?
I have been forthcoming from this podium. What I said yes to was what the statement at the time that we all had, right? You all had the statement, and I was repeating what the council was sharing at that time.
So, Kevin, all of us feel like we've been lied to. The press, the American people. And this was supposed to be an administration that returned to normalcy. What's going on, brother?
Well, Lawrence, I think we're actually seeing transparency because we're talking about this very fact. You saw the Department of Justice spend an entire day going through the president's house, figuring out what documents are there. They found 6 additional documents. That's a problem, but it's being addressed. And I think what you're seeing is this process play out now with 2 special counsels, one for the Mar-a-Lago situation and one now for the situation with President Biden. You have a former Trump Department of Justice official who is that special counsel. And to the extent that we can remove politics from both the Mar-a-Lago situation and this situation, we should. This is a good thing for the American people that we're moving this process down the road. There are certain things that the press secretary and the department can release in terms of that information because there is an active investigation going on. But I have full faith in the process playing out and the transparency from this administration.
Wait a minute, Kevin.
Because, again, we're talking about this very fact.
Hold on just a second, Kevin. I'm glad you mentioned that because the Department of Justice said they haven't told him not to say anything. They haven't told him not to say anything, but they keep saying that the Department of Justice has a limit on what they can say, but that's simply not true.
Right. It's absolutely not true. Andrew McCarthy explains this in the pages of National Review. William Jacobson, Cornell law professor, legalinsurrection.com, explains this very thing. And one thing that Kevin can't explain, while he somehow lauds the Biden administration for doing things ipso facto, is that Karine Jean-Pierre told us 6 times that the search was complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's add a thumb in there. 6 times we were
have
told
the sound. Hold on, Tony.
This was complete. It wasn't complete.
Let's play the sound. Let's play the sound. Here's the press secretary. Play it.
You said that the search has been completed, but is the president confident that there are no additional documents with classified markings that remain in any other additional locations?
Look, I can just refer you to what his team said. The search is complete.
The search is complete, Kevin.
Well, that clearly wasn't the fact. And I think, as I said today, it is important that you saw the Department of Justice spend the entire day at that house searching up and down for any of these documents. 6 more of those documents were found, and the process is playing out as we have seen. And again, it's not a matter of what. Because why did she say it? Because she wasn't fully informed about the process playing out, certainly. You have department lawyers, Kevin. You have the president's personal lawyers, you have the Department of Justice lawyers, and you have the press secretary. These are all separate operations going on at the same time. And again, you have some things that are under the purview of the special counsel, similar to what's going on with Donald Trump in the special counsel.
Let's not talk about Donald Trump. He has nothing to do with Joe Biden's house in Rehoboth Beach or in Wilmington.
We can absolutely.
These
things don't happen in a vacuum.
Tony,
I'm happy you got your voice back, but these things don't happen in a vacuum.
I think.
Well, the president.
I think this administration
spent 18 months saying that he didn't have any documents. So
I think the one difference.
No.
I think the one difference that people would say is that one had the ability to declassify, and I know a U.S. senator definitely doesn't have the right to declassify. Those are the documents that were found today. It's a lot of poo all in that house right now. And I think Democrats lose the moral high ground on this issue. We're going to be talking about it for a while, guys. Thank you so much for joining the program.